full time here at Anfield. Liverpool 3, AFC Bournemouth 0. Peter, what do you make of it, mate?
Absolutely shocking. Referee must have been paid in that first half. 3-0. My thing is, second half, play better, but still can't score a goal.
Yeah, it was poor from us, to be honest, but I thought unlucky with the VAR call. Kepa, first goal you could probably say was his fault. What do you make of his performance today? Because I thought he did make some good saves when he needed to.
I think Kepa had a really good game, actually, if I'm honest, but first goal I'm not sure about. I love to see the VAR on the first goal. Of our first goal, that is. Nunez hit it out, went in the back of the net, 3-0. You're 3-0 down at Anfield. Not got much hope of it.
Exactly. Right, if you could give a man of the match, and anyone really stand out?
Kirkes.
Yeah,
absolutely smashed Salah.
Today.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely amazing.
Man of the match for you?
Kirkes.
Yeah, he was. He was phenomenal. Right, thanks for coming on.
No worries.
Top. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Hello,
right.
mate.
Well, not the joy we had on Mayside last time, was it?
I enjoyed the second half.
Yeah, well, foot off the gas for Liverpool, but
yeah, it was a little bit, wasn't it?
That bad.
I know, I said that half time. I didn't think it was 3-0, but that's the clinicality in both boxes, isn't it?
Exactly.
They had 3 big chances. They took them all. I don't know what Kepa's doing for the first one. And yeah, I said Sam. I said I think some of the decisions today, I don't understand Smith and Celeste coming out.
Yeah, nor do I.
Because Howson and Araujo weren't good enough.
No.
And Smith and Celeste, I thought they were good last game. So weird one. I'm sure he'll kind of have to answer them questions, and he'll say why he did that. Yeah, as you say, mate, I thought second half they took their foot off the gas. We probably should have got one. But
yeah.
Again, I worry. I mean, don't get me wrong, the ref played a part today because Christie's yellow card on 30 seconds was a joke.
Yeah.
But you know, we off the path. I never felt we were probably going to score. We've lost 3-0. We've had a VAR decision go against us. We lost 3-0. That's exactly what I expect coming to Anfield, mate. So happy days. We move on to next now. We've got Southampton and Leicester. Let's go get 6 points out of that. We won't even think about this anymore, mate.
Exactly.
So, it's a massive improvement on. Every time we come here, it's an improvement on 9-0. So we take it. But we weren't that bad.
No.
We weren't that bad. But yeah, I just felt that the few that come in, House and Araujo in particular, didn't grab the chance.
I thought Cook and Christie didn't have great games
Yeah,
either.
and as I say, I think a lot of it was down to Christie getting that early yellow. I really do. But yeah, they weren't good enough, and they controlled the midfield. And they brought in Nunez today, and he's been brilliant. And they brought in the goalkeeper, and he's kept a clean sheet. So their changes worked. Arse didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, disappointing one, mate. But we're not going to be judged on this over the course of the season. So it's what it is, mate.
These games.
Have we got people waiting?
Yeah.
I don't have to stall anymore.
You just want to come on?
Cheers, you right, man?
Yeah, not bad. What's the name?
Chris.
Right, it was Chris. Right. Overall analysis. Were we that bad? Was it a 3-0 game?
Well, it was a 3-0 game, wasn't it? Just because of the sheer quality of them. Honestly, I can't imagine seeing a game where you lose 3-0. You go, that was all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, looked at that ball like that was actually that was decent, especially that second half. And again, the changes from Iraola, you see it all the time, don't you? And you see like the effect it has. And even the first half, we played decent.
Yeah.
But the issue is Liverpool were just too good. And defensively there were issues.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing is the way Liverpool played with that kind of attack. It just felt like they had like 4 or 5 people, and the defenders looking around going, well, how do we plug up these gaps?
Yeah.
And they just couldn't do it. And when they went to 3-0, it's one of those where we could say, yeah, we played well, but it's also that's when Liverpool start to step off the gas and kind of go, well, we don't really need to push too much.
Yeah.
But no, I thought there were some very impressive bits there. There was times when defensively playing out from the back was a bit scary from the entire defensive unit. There was some very ropey movement trying to get out from the back. But overall, I won't single out any player as having had a truly bad game. Just some a little bit mixed and some very good. But yeah, that second half, yeah, some positives there. You just take it 3-0, and I've been here, and you know, and I'm sure you have as well, where we've seen the absolute demolitions that we've had in the past. So 3-0, when everyone before the game was going, oh, I'll take a draw. I think even at 3-0, I was thinking, I'll take 3-0.
Yeah, exactly. Right, 2 massive games coming up, Leicester and obviously Southampton next Monday. Do you think we can get 6 points? Obviously, we've lost the last 2, conceded 4, not scored. 6 points?
Yeah, we definitely can. You can't guarantee anything, but yeah, no, we absolutely can. We absolutely can. You see the quality we played against Chelsea, and that we did manage against Liverpool with some superb goals from them. Leicester and Southampton. I'm not saying it's that they're in the bag, but 100% we can get 6 points from those games. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I like that positivity. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Hello.
Who are we here with?
I'm Addy.
Addy, nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you.
What did you make of it? Was it bad?
It wasn't bad, It's not many games where you can come away after losing 3-0 and feel, we played well. As I echo what Chris said, no one really had a bad game. It's just we got beat by their sheer quality going forward. How quick they break and how quick they push their forwards forward. And I feel, there's been games where we've played worse and won.
Yeah.
3-0, we move on to the next. The big question now is how we go to, we got Leicester, Saints and Leicester, how we play against them more. It'd be very difficult to come in and even get a point. So I think we're pretty much prepared for that. But now going into 2 big games, we're really going to see what we're made from. I'd like to think give a bit more of a chance at Ivan Nilsson getting his first goal.
Yeah, he needs that.
I mean, in these 2 games, I think he does really need a goal, doesn't he? So I think a minimum of 4 points, if not 6. Overall, it's one of them. We knew he wasn't really going to get anything here, and we go to the next game, and carry on.
Stand-up performer? Anyone really catch your eye?
I thought Unai when he came on looked decent. Not really any standout.
Yeah.
Maybe Unai. I think the subs came on and they played well. No real standout performers, but no one really who had a bad game.
Yeah,
so
fairly mediocre.
Yeah, just mediocre all round. So on to the next one.
Yeah, we'll take that. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate that. Ollie. Right. Obviously, we're gonna hit the ground running with the first goal. Obviously, we know that you maybe weren't as big of a critique of Neto as other fans, and obviously Kepa makes a very, very poor error for his goal. But what did you make of Kepa's performance, and just kind of the day in general?
Well, that's the thing. So, of course, everyone was very critical of Neto. In most cases, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Because he was very mistake-prone. But then we go out and sign Kepa, who is also mistake-prone, but we know he's also a quality keeper. And yes, he did make the mistake, but he also made something like 9 saves.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal keeper, and just like Neto, great keeper, just prone to that mistake. I mean, it's a poor goal to concede. He was never going to get it in that sort of space. Poor communication as well, but you can see those every once in a while. Just hope it's a one-off.
Yeah. I personally thought Alex Scott when he came on was quite good. And Cook and Christie looked like they struggled to kind of contain Liverpool and the way they overloaded in midfield. Would you want to still see that pivot against Southampton next Monday, or maybe a change-up?
I think Southampton's a completely different game to Liverpool. I mean, I'd still like to see Cook and Christie because I think they're amazing midfielders. And I mean, I think it was more of a tactical thing today because I'm very supportive of Andoni, but I just think he got it slightly wrong today because they have 3 very, very quality midfielders, and when you only have the 2, it's going to be very, very difficult. You could see, I think I saw someone say it's like a knife through hot butter. There was no challenge because they just had that extra man. And I'd say tactically, that's just one thing that we have to change when we come up against those 3 midfielders. Apart from that, I mean, Scott was a welcome surprise actually because these people have been very critical about him over the last few games. He hasn't been performing, but overall, I think it was pretty good today when he came on. Yeah,
so a little bit of positivity to finish off. Thanks for coming on, Ollie.
Thank you.
Evening.
Well,
Who are we here with?
Hello.
Who are we here with?
My name's Ella.
Right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What did you make of today?
It was a long game.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good performance from the boys. I think at times slightly wasteful on the ball. I think we didn't do enough with the chances we had. It didn't feel like there was anyone in the box, in my opinion. I think it was good on the wings, played quite a good possession, I thought, but then there just wasn't that end connection to score the goals, which was quite disappointing.
Do you have any standout performance? Obviously, everyone's kind of said everyone's kind of mediocre. Does anyone catch your eye?
I do think Kepa did. I know obviously it was a 3-0 loss, but I do think Kepa did play well.
Yeah.
There were quite a few good saves from him.
Yeah.
And I thought Kirkers actually,
he was really
played
good.
quite well. Enjoyable game, ish.
Yeah. Well, I think that's fair enough. Anyway, thanks for coming on.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
that.
Up cherries.
Up the cherries. Right, Jake, you alright, mate?
Yeah, I'm alright.
It's just a bit kind of dull, to be honest, wasn't it? Was there any? Do you have any kind of hope coming into this? You feel let down, or was it kind of expected?
I mean, it's a really good Liverpool side, and you can't always expect to win these types of games, especially when you got like Evan Nilsson coming up against people like Van Dijk and Konate. It's just not going to work. I think when Scott came on, he did make an impact with 3 balls, and vision was just insane. But no one really stood out for me today. But we'll move on to Saints at home.
Got kind of a discussion going on maybe, because people have said that Unai when he came on was decent, and obviously Evan Nilsson, he's not really started as he would have wanted. Southampton in 10 days' time. Would you maybe start Unai to give something a little bit different for Southampton to deal with, or would you still kind of stick with Evan Nilsson, keep him starting?
I think if it was my choice, I'd probably stay with today, so play Evan Nilsson and bring Unai on as almost like a super sub.
Yeah.
So then we have that fresh legs and the fresh energy for pressing. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's completely fair enough, Jake. Thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate it.
Super.
Lewis, right, mate?
Yeah.
You happy? You kind of just?
I mean,
everyone seems to be kind of.
Can't say I'm delighted at losing 3-0,
Yeah.
but I mean, getting into the half time at 3-0 and somehow not conceding the second half, it kind of feel like it could have turned out like a couple of years ago. But I mean, we just didn't do enough with our chance. It felt like we just weren't fast enough at pulling the trigger. It was just a bit frustrating. It's like, I mean, it could have been a lot worse at half time if not for Kepa.
Definitely.
Yeah, you don't normally think of a goalie as one of the standouts when it's a 3-0 loss, but
I did think he was good today. He did have a good game, bar obviously the first goal kind of error. Obviously, team selection from Andoni, Howson in for Senesi, Iraola in for Smith. I was quite shocked at that, especially because of how well Smith contained Pedro Neto last Saturday against Chelsea. Going into Southampton, would you rather Senesi play ahead of Howson, seeing as I don't think he had a great game today? Would you bring back the Senesi and Zabani partnership?
Yeah, I'm not sure why anything needed changing from the Chelsea game. it felt like we did everything but score.
Yeah.
The way the one at the end I don't want to talk about, but I don't feel like the way that game went made me think we needed to make changes. It just felt like, we did lose, but the Chelsea game was good, so I'd have kind of kept it pretty similar.
Fair enough. Right, anyway, thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate it. David? Right, mate?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. Happy? Sad?
Yeah, a bit of both happy, sad, but it was a good game, I thought. And the subs he made was good, but I wish that David Brooks played.
Yeah,
because he could have
seen him back.
And Alex Scott was quite good.
I thought he was
on the
when he
ball,
came
but
on.
Probably the man of the match for me was Dango. He was
really good.
Oh, he was like,
wasn't he?
every time when he went into the box, he was like, but no one was there to finish it off.
Yeah.
But their second Kelleher.
Yeah, Kelleher.
He's class.
Yeah, really good.
It's so good to have 2 keepers. Alisson, great keeper, and the second one is a great keeper too. Yeah. But it was just a bit. It let us down.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad we only lost 3-0. So, and against Liverpool,
it's not that bad.
We've never beaten them here.
Exactly.
We've beaten them at home, but that was a good game.
Yeah.
But it was unlucky. But
unlucky. Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
And Andoni's great. And it was so nice to see Kepa.
Yeah.
I know we let those 3 goals in, but made some amazing saves. But yeah.
So, you're fairly happy? Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate that. Right, main man. Let's finish off. Sam. Right. See you later. Nah, everyone's just pretty about it.
Yeah.
Similar?
Oh, I think so. I don't know, that first goal sort of almost set a trend within the side. It was like we played well up until that Kepa mistake. I think we've got to make that clear. I mean, it was. I'm not sure why he was coming out for that. I don't think he should have. And from then, 2 minutes later, Diaz scores again.
Yeah.
I think Iraola probably got pulled in when he maybe, if he had a bit more tactical nous, like Smudge would have. Like, for instance, Tom said it a few times, like last week, Smudge was up against Neto and schooled him really so much he got taken off at half-time. And Adam Smith maybe, with his experience, wouldn't get roped into that because Diaz was just free to slot home. But look, Liverpool were quality all over. The amount of space they had in the middle of the park at times, it was like Cook and Christie weren't there.
Yeah.
Part of the reason could have been because Christie was booked from 45 seconds in. That set a trend somewhat, and the gap between them was just clear at times. Playing between the line, what were they playing? 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Felt like they had an extra man there at times, and they were just marauding through the centre of the park. And really, it could have been more emphatic for them, but really for us as well. I think when we had the chances, we needed to take them. It was great to get on the score sheet. Alas, it didn't count yet again at Anfield. Always scoring the first goal, which disallowed. We did go on to score one at that point in time, but I didn't really feel like that in this game.
Yeah.
Had a few chances that maybe worried them, but really, I think that first half was just supreme from them. In the second half, you can say that we were better. They had the game won.
Yeah.
We had a lot of the ball. I don't know what the possession stats were like, but it felt like it was fairly even, put it that way. And we couldn't hit a barn door, and it's a shame, but really at the end of the day, it's one that we probably expected. There was always going to be a reaction, right? I don't think that was an unbelievable reaction, but they did what they had to do, just a professional performance, and Liverpool fans will go home happy. So ultimately, we shot ourselves in the foot, and that was the catalyst to everything else that happened, really.
Yeah. What changes would you make then ahead of Southampton? Obviously, massive South Coast derby, if you could say that one of the biggest in England.
Huge.
Yeah. What changes would you make? Obviously, we made 2 today. 3 if you're including the Kepa one, but
bring Senesi back in.
Yeah.
I think Tom said whether he vlogged it or not, but like interesting that Iraola decided not to play him. It could have been Slot's final link with Senesi, knowing how he plays.
Yeah.
He's a centre defender. What's he really going to do that's different? I don't know. Senesi, bring him in. I think the Kirkes was all right. Araujo, not too sure. I think I prefer the experience of Smudge. Other than that, not much else really. As long as Christie don't get booked after 5 minutes against Southampton, then we should be all right. And they scraped a draw against Ipswich today, so fair play to them. But I wouldn't change too much, because ultimately the second half performance, whilst Liverpool were off it a little bit, we were all right. We were good.
I thought we were decent. I would say that's kind of all that has to be said, really.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, thank you everyone for watching, whether you're a Liverpool fan, Bournemouth fan, maybe even an Accrington Stanley fan from all over the globe. We appreciate all the support we have, and thanks for watching. Vlog's out tomorrow, fan cams obviously out right now, and we will see you later on. Up the cherries.